Hi everyone, this is KnifeFighter22 here. I hope you guys are all well. Today we're going to be seeking a 10-minute blitz, and I'm going to be talking you through my strategies as we go through. Okay, so we've got a king spawn opening, which we're going to meet with the French. Let's see how this works out. So we've got standard d4, d5, this is all the standard French. This guy's playing very fast. Okay, so we've got the advanced French here. Usually the best thing to do, because this stops us playing knight f6 obviously, is to play c5 right away in this position and try and peel off some of those pawns. Yeah, he's gone c3, this is all standard mainline stuff. Knight to c6, you want to put even more pressure on d4. And now he's played bishop to b5. I'm not sure if this is a particularly strong move. I'm going to play bishop d7 and try and get this bishop into the game. You know, it's quite difficult a lot of the time to get that dark square bishop into the game. I'm going to take back with the bishop. But clearly in the French he's let us done it, so I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so knight to f3. We can still continue with our plan on putting pressure on d4. I still like the move queen to b6. This pawn is still poisoned, obviously. We're going to have to take at some point soon to get this dark square bishop out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. C takes d4. Is he going to take back with the pawn? Yeah, C takes d4 is probably the best move. Right. Okay. So we've got an option. Ooh. We've got bishop to b5 or knight to e7. There's not much point in moving that bishop. You know, we're going to struggle to castle. I'm going to go ahead and play bishop to... Ooh, this is difficult. Bishop to b5 and attack the rook. I don't know. I kind of want to get the pieces out. I think playing knight to e7 and then try and reroute the knight is a good idea. Definitely. Okay. Okay, Brian Cook, 16, 14, 17, playing a family man. Yeah, I feel like he's moving very, very fast compared to us. Now maybe bishop to b5 is a good idea. Because I want to get this knight onto c6 to put even more pressure on these pawns. So move the bishop to b5. That's a very active square for the bishop. Also, if he's playing b3 to support this pawn chain, then we might as well go ahead. Like, attacking this d pawn is our main strength here. Now we can reroute the knight to c6 and attack the pawn even further. What's he going to play now? Also, getting one of our rooks onto the c file is probably a good idea. Very equally matched in this game, me and him. Got a very similar rating. Okay, knight to a3. I feel like that knight has kind of lost its purpose. I'm just going to move that bishop back. He clearly wants to exchange it. Also, in that way, I've got, you know, I'm maintaining an attack on the knight. So this bishop is tied down to defending this knight, which is going to be annoying for him. He's going to have to spend a lot of time reshuffling his pieces. Also, yeah, he's played his knight back to c2. I'm just waiting for there to be enough attackers on this piece. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get castled quickly, whilst he has a little dance around of his pieces. But I want to keep that pressure on d4 all the time, because his kingside knight is really tied down to doing that. Maybe get like an h6 move in at some point. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting move. I'm thinking f6 is going to make e6 a bit weak, so I don't really want to play that. See, this is his badish bishop. I want to keep this bishop in play to try and attack these pawns. So maybe f6 might be a must here. Oof, it's just when you got this like rook bearing down. Do I even need to castle? Jeez. I think bishop to e7 was a mistake. I needed to have played h6 first. Okay. Something I can really do to save that. I might actually just have a little dance around with my pieces, play the bishop back to f8, play h6 like it never happened. If he plays bishop back all the way back, just fuck it and just take. Keep the king in the middle, and then maybe even get this bishop out onto the g7 square and attack down here. But I really think that's a much more valuable option to just admit you've made a mistake and admit that you want to keep that like square bishop, because there's just no squares apart from f8 that I can do to save it. He's going to be a bit confused by that, I bet. Okay, so what are his best options? Always keep on the game. He needs to keep d4 under wraps all the time. I was thinking it may be possible. He knows he's going to get that bishop attacked. Ooh, he's moved his knight away from the square. Okay, let's go ahead and attack that bishop. That doesn't really immediately change anything in this position. Like, his knight doesn't have too much play on the king's side. I've kind of blunted out the light squares with my pawn. Get rid of that bishop. And then the bishop all of a sudden just bites dust. Is he going to attack? Is he going to 2 pawns for the piece? No, he's not going to do 2 pawns for the piece. And now I can be very, very deadly and go ahead and put the bishop all the way out here. It was a mistake to move that knight and really put pressure on that rook. Look at that. Oof. I don't even know if I want to castle anymore. I think my king is kind of safer tucked away on e7 or somewhere like that. Ooh. Yeah, the only point is I have given him that little outpost square on f6, which might be quite hard for me to get rid of his knight. So maybe I need to keep that f6 square under wraps. But maybe just risk this. Maybe just risk having the knight on f6. Because if I take his rook, he's got to take back with the rook or the queen, and then I can nab the pawn. Sorry, he's got to take back with the knight or the queen, and then I can nab the pawn. So this pawn chain is going to fall eventually. Yeah, sure. Like, honestly, I don't even think I'm in that much danger. I mean, that knight is pretty strong, but if he wants to win the bishop back, then this is falling anyway. Okay, yeah. Well, this is falling. Interesting position here. He's definitely not in a bad position. I mean, I've got the better position, but he's definitely not without hope. Okay, he's traded that off. Queen is very active. Rook to d1 would be a good move by him. I need more, what? Wait, what's he doing? I need more ammunition for, attacking this pawn. What is he doing, putting his queen over there? I don't know, in truth. I really want to play... What's he trying to do? Queen c7. Oh, yeah. Maybe the safest option is to just play the rook to c8 quickly. I need to keep my time on the wraps as well. I want to play h5, h4 and get the bishop off the diagonal. Okay. He hasn't got a light square bishop. Oh, I don't really want to disconnect my rooks though. Maybe, yeah. Oh. Maybe I am in a little bit of trouble. I've got to put my king back onto the back rank. Yeah. Oh no. What am I doing? Oh, flippin' heck. Checkmate. You're kidding me. We had that game under control. I don't want to checkmate. Oh, Jesus. What? I completely underestimated that knight. Did he miss a mate in one? There, checkmate. Okay, so here, check. He's got to take back with the queen, and I can play back up. So he plays back this to there, and then I need to defend the mate. Okay, so maybe not. I'm still in a bit of a mating net. You can't play his queen. You can't. Shit. Bollocks. I want to stop any queen to a3. And maybe I've got to keep the king where it is for now. Yeah. I'm going to play a4. Sorry, h5. What am I talking about? He's got the problem of not really being able to move his queen for this move. At which point that gives me time to play h5. Sorry, h4. I can't believe he missed that mate. I was very lucky with that. That was not particularly good play. Obviously, he can't take here because mate. So he can't take g5 or anything because mate. Eventually, this knight will fall somehow. Guess was it worth the exchange? Okay, if he takes their bishop falls, is that worth it? Ooh, no, because he'll have like discovered attacks on the queen and stuff. G4 takes. Maybe I should defend G4 first. Maybe I should have defended G4. Here, takes. Discovered check on anything? Not really. I'm going to risk it. Queen takes G5 is probably still the best move. Is there a discovered attack on anything? I can't see it. No, he doesn't have any discovered attacks. He just puts the knight in harm's way. So a check wouldn't even matter because I can just shift the king up to d7. Oh, he didn't take it anyway. Right, I need to get two attackers on... I think it's time to sack my rook for the knight and the pawn. Oh shit, now he can take on. Oh no, he can't because there's still a back rank mate because he moved his bishop back to h2. That is deadly. He's moved his bishop to h2, so now there's like no defense. That you can't because of the back rank mate. Okay. Can I sack the rook for the knight? Check. It takes, and if takes, then takes. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. I'm still up 2 pawns. Move your queen off the bank rank, please. Let me mate you. No, okay. Right, the one thing I need to do is time. We're very, very short of time. Storm that pass pawn up. In fact, probably play queen to e4 right away. Very, very, very short on time. Queen onto the light squares. Oh, shit. Oh, no. This is going badly. Queen to c7 is just deadly. Hopefully I'll be able to weave my way out of that. Yep. Okay. Queen to c8. Oh, Jesus. Queen to c8, king to e7, and I think I escape. That's just not an ideal place to be. He won't be able to coordinate it because of the lack of the light. Like, he hasn't got anything on the light squares, and these kind of defend the light squares. I mean, he can force a draw if he wants to, probably by some kind of perpetual check, but he can't. He can't quite box me in. He's also got to keep checking me. If he goes back to c7, which is probably his best bet, then I just go here. If he wants a draw, then it's a draw. Okay. He's allowed to move. Yeah, but he's boxed me in. Looks like I'm going to have to play queen to f6. That defends against everything, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, I really need to hurry up. I need to attack this bishop with the queen by putting it on d8 or something, and then he'll eventually force a trade. Okay, shit. Go on, trade. The queen trade would be my dream right now. Oh, I'm just making stupid moves now. Just storm the pawn off the board and see if there's anything you can do about it. There's not much, actually. Now he's got to defend this bishop, which is pretty difficult to do. Queen there, then here, d4. Oh, shit. There we go. How's he going to defend his bishop, though? He's just going to move it. Ah! Time. Right, perpetual check. Oh, shit. I shouldn't have moved the king there. Oh, maybe I didn't have a choice. Okay, now he can't check me. Apart from queen to f3. Oh, queen a1. Okay, now he can't check me. Apart from that. Oof, just on the skim of my teeth. Okay, yeah. We lost. Oof. Tough game, eh? Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play another one after this. Next video, if you want to check it out. I'm going to put increments on the time controls because I don't like it when I have a winning position like, like this kind of area. And I just end up blowing it because I'm on shorter time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that chess game, everyone. I've been KnifeFighter22. I wish you good luck with your chess, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.